Hi everybody and welcome back to episode 11 of the weekly update. Let's not waste any time and get straight into it. The same concept as always, the 3 questions and then my new goals for the week. So the first question is, how are you feeling? I would say that I'm feeling pretty good. I have been feeling a bit of anxiety and stress lately, but overall good. And I think that comes from a couple of things. If I would just analyze a little bit, I would say that it comes from first of all, me pushing up stuff, or me procrastinating, or me not doing things straight away, because that creates a lot of stress, at least for me. But overall, good. I always try to remember that we have tough periods in life, we have easier periods in life, but when you're going through the hard moments, and when everything just feels like it sucks and you're not motivated, I try to just remember that life is great. It can be very hard in sometimes, but still life is great. So question number 2 is, what is my top priority? That is sort of a dumb question, I would say, because I always get into that when I speak about my goals, because my goals are my top priorities for the coming week. So I will skip that question from now on, I believe, and yes, you get to hear it when I talk about my goals, so I will skip this. And the third question, or should I say maybe the second question now, is how is everything going? Yeah, not very much has changed. Still going at it with Project Iron Habits, or my personal brand there, posting every single day. And but it's not the numbers are maybe not the greatest. The thing with social media is that you never know when you go viral. It's sort of a lottery. You can be posting 100 videos that are like the same quality or the same value, but 99% or 99 of them get like 100 or 200 views, and then you have one that gets 1 million views. So it's not really about the quality, even though a good quality video will probably perform better than a bad quality video, but at least my experience, some of my videos I put in like a lot of time into planning, writing script, recording and editing, and then I have just one video that is very stressed, and I just basically put something together and it performs better. So it's not like always that the videos that you expect are going to get the most views, but everything else have been put sort of to maintenance, I would say, or maybe even below that, because I've had this test this week which I put much time into. But now that's that over, I feel like I can finally sort of have a new start to everything, because I have been past few weeks just had Project Iron Habits as a priority, and therefore not being able to towards like my business and stuff. But now when the test is over and I have a good system, or a working system at least, for my content creation, I can now finally put in more energy into things that will hopefully generate me some income. Okay, so that brings me on to my goals for this coming week. So my first goal for this coming week, which is what I was talking about, like to put in more focus into my business and really structure everything out there, have a bit of a reflection on what direction I'm going in, because as I said before, efficiency isn't about how fast you're doing something, it's more about what direction you're going, because you can be very efficient at doing something, but if it's not actually contributing to your goals, then you're not making any progress towards your goals, and therefore you're not productive towards your goals, even though you can be efficient. So really what I need to do is to reflect a bit and come up with a plan on what my next step should be. And my second goal this week is to get things done that I have been putting off, because I've had a couple of things that have been not super hard things, but just things that I've been putting off, and I want to get all of that away, so I can have 100% of my focus and mental capacity towards the things that I want to do. So just get everything done on my to-do list that have been there for way too long. And my third goal is to spend more time with my thoughts, or to basically not be distracted as much and just embrace the moments where you are doing nothing, because we rarely have those moments where we spend time with our own thoughts. When we wake up, most people just grab their phone straight away, and when we eat breakfast we have our phone, or watching something on our phone. Even when we go to the toilet we have our phones. If we work out we listen to music. If we driving a car we're probably listening to music or something, or a podcast, and we are very rarely just with our own thoughts. And that is something that is very important, to basically know who you are and what you want. And my fourth and final goal for this week is to work harder, because I feel like I have been slacking off a bit lately. If I compare myself now to a bit back, I felt like I had a better work mentality or grind mentality, which I'm not saying is more healthy or so. I think that you need to have both a hard-working mentality and also be kind to yourself and listen to your body, and being able to do other things also. But I feel like I need to dial up the work hard percentage a bit more to get some things done. And a couple of updates for some things that I've brought up in past videos. First of all, mental clarity. I talked about it in the previous week, and that was one of my goals for this week, to get some more mental clarity. And I would say that it has actually worked very well, because I feel like I have much more mental clarity now compared to then. It's a bit hard, at least for me, to compare your mental clarity levels, because it's hard to know how it was in the past and compared to how it is now. I find that very hard, at least. But I feel like I have more clarity, and maybe that's just placebo, because I said it out and I've thought about it more, but I feel like it at least worked in some way. And what I can contribute that to, I'm not quite sure yet, because I feel like I haven't done a drastic change compared to the weeks before, but maybe it's just mindset, or I'm not quite sure. That is at least very positive. And one more thing which I talked about in a prior video is that I have challenged myself to uncomfortable things this week. And the main thing that has been challenging for me this past week is the test that I took, and I was a bit nervous before that. I'm not sure if you can relate to this, but I at least very much relate. I am always very nervous before stuff, and even stuff that I want to do. Because if let's say planning something fun, I'm planning now this summer a trip I'm going to climb a mountain and do some wildlife and nature stuff with a friend. But for some reason, even though I was really looking forward to it when I was planning all of this and in my mind, but when it becomes more of a reality, and when I actually know it's going to be this date, I become nervous and don't appreciate it as much and don't look forward to it. But I know that when I will be going on the trip, the first couple of hours will be a bit uncomfortable for me, but then all of that just goes away. I'm not sure if any of you can relate to this. Yeah, I'm not quite sure why my brain works that way. It's a bit annoying, because once that is over, I'm totally cool and super relaxed and have no anxiety or fears. But yeah, it's just a bit weird and something that I've noticed. And it was like that with my test that I had. Before, I was very nervous, and yeah, I had your brain just plays all of these crazy ideas by putting out thoughts in your head or scenarios in your head. But after a couple of hours, I was there and super chill. Yeah, that was just something that I've noticed. But this video is getting very long and I will have to edit very much, so I think that we will end it there. And thanks for watching, and I want to do a little bit of an experiment and let's see if this actually works. So if you're watching this now, leave a like and go down and comment something, and I can see if this video performs better than my other videos. Hope you enjoyed it, and as always, I wish you the best, and I will see you guys next week. Bye bye.